Hi, Bob Price here. We're going to be doing the Keanu Reeves follow-up video, and I'm going to give you my insights on what I'm seeing related to the Keanu Reeves video that Nijia and Lori did. So I'm going to go through everything that I found. I'm going to tell you things that I see that add to what they saw about Keanu Reeves specifically, and I have some surprises for you that weren't on their video of things that I saw. So stand by, we're coming up next with that. So as I was thinking about this video and watching it, I was reaching into my guides and closing my eyes to see what I would see about Keanu. And I can tell you that there's a mysterious woman in white that is standing behind him. Her face is hidden, so I am not sure who she is, but I know that she is his soulmate. Or his twin soul. I'm going to explain in this video the details of what I saw. I'm going to go through the content that was given by Lori and by Nijia, and I'm going to go through Nijia's reading, but I'm going to go through and tell you things I'm seeing in the cards she saw with my guides. So stand by, I think there's going to be some interesting things. I do believe this is some of the things that Keanu's going through, but there's a whole dimension of this situation of Keanu around the woman in white that is important to this whole scenario. In this video, I'm going to show how 4 pieces of this puzzle work together to form one cohesive image. We have myself, Lori, Nijia, and Julia, who all have a piece of the full puzzle, and I'm going to explain how it all works together to understand Keanu Reeves. For myself, I had that vision of the spiraling staircase that rose up to 222 steps. I saw also a vision of floating pieces above a storm. And the staircase felt like some kind of a communication, but I couldn't understand what it was. I didn't understand the meaning initially of what the staircase was, but I sensed that it was some kind of a blueprint. Later I realized that the stairs mirrored the 22-step staircase in John Wick IV, connecting your vision, my vision that is, to Keanu's symbolic world. My role in this puzzle piece is I am the architect, the one who receives the structure before anyone else interprets it. Lori's role is she acts as the timekeeper, and she focuses on numerology and the life cycles. Her core contribution is about timing cycles and real-world alignment. She identified in this video that she did with Nijia that Keanu is in a period of intentional waiting, not stagnation. She explained how 2026 in numerology is the universal year of new beginnings. She highlighted his Virgo heavy chart showing precision, and she talked about his need for organization and his wanting to find the perfect moment. And this is really important. He does not want to rush things. He does not want to rush his destiny. He would rather have something be good than try to hurry it. Najia acts as the emotional interpreter. She's able to define the symbolism that is important to this whole story. Let's take a minute and look at the cards that she pulled, but we'll do it from my perspective using my tarot cards, because you already saw what she had to say in the video. I'm not going to repeat that. I'm going to add to it. The first card we're going to look at is the primary focus card. We will use my deck, the Tarot by Design deck, as an illustration for these different positions. This is the significator, the heart of the matter. It is the Knight of Cups reversed. You can see that it's a romance card and it's reversed. This shows Keanu and his desire to know what the purpose of life is specific to romance. What is it that I want to be? What do I want? Who do I want in my life? Do I want to find love? What do I want to find in this person? He doesn't know who this woman is. Have you ever wanted something so much that you were afraid if you hoped too hard, you would lose it? That is what Keanu is feeling. Desire for connection, but fear of vulnerability. This is what blocks Keanu. It is the present challenge. It is a woman that he dreams of. It is the Queen of Wands upright. She is a very practical woman, very organized, as you can see, very businesslike. This is an important thing about this card because he sees her as his other half. She completes him. She is able to complete what he is. He is very successful, very organized. He's a Virgo. He has all of this intense organizational energy, and he knows that any soulmate that he would want to have in his life would need to be like him. It's kind of like that song where one person enters and the other person leaves, yet in essence they are one soul. She completes him. The obstacle here is that he wants to find her. He needs to find her. The obstacle is wondering if he will be able to reach out and be able to find her. For this card, I'm seeing the staircase that I saw in my vision. Keanu went up, and Nijia talked about the staircase also in the video, but she didn't talk about the vision that I saw. She was talking about the staircase in one of the cards. Keanu went to the level 222, which is the beginning of an angelic beginning. It's an angelic beginning according to Najia. An angelic beginning. Think about it. It's not just a relationship, it has an angelic influence in that relationship as a part of that beginning. And I talked about this staircase in the video that I had. And I went into that mirror universe in one of my dreams lately, and I can tell you, when I entered the mirror universe and when I came out, I was not the same. I could see things differently, more clear. What was something that I couldn't see before was now something that was clear. So let's relate this to Keanu going up these stairs to the level 222. He went up to the stairs, to the top of the stairs. So based on my mirror dream and how I changed when I went into the mirror, and also what Julia said in her comment. There was a change that I believe that happened there. Julia says Keanu is waiting and planning the perfect project so he can hire his soulmate to get to know her without a lot of distractions. Remember that his soulmate is the Queen of Wands, the organized one. He's a twin soul, and the winding stairs means that he has gone up the stairs to do the work and sought out counsel from his future self. And now he is coming down the stairs to apply that wisdom and counsel. The winding stairs look like the inside of a seashell, and this image was also on the stage in the background when he did the Waiting for the Godot concert. This union with his twin soul is destined from God, so both Lori and Nijia are right, she says, that there are people that are trying to deceive and pretending to be him. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. So Keanu goes up to the top of the stairs, 222, and comes back down changed. So that leads us to the subconscious card, subconscious thoughts, and this card represents the soulmate energy present but unseen, not recognizing what's right in front of him. At least he wasn't before he went up to the top of the stairs. And it's a divine connection waiting for acknowledgement. So she's been there waiting, the woman in white, the soulmate, behind him, and he wasn't aware of her. And so now she is there, and he can recognize her because he went to the top of the stairs where he was able to recognize her when he came back down. I was out filling gas in my car, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to be making this video, and all of a sudden this Kansas song came to me, the King is in the Closet song. And the main part that I kept hearing was he's on the 42nd floor. Well, you add 4 and 2, and that equals 6. And this is a really important message for this Keanu reading. In numerology, the number 6 is a great card. The number 6 is an embodiment of the heart, the number of love, nurturing and compassion and emotional responsibility. Unconditional love and nurturing, let's break it down. The most romantic and emotionally giving of all the numbers, it represents support, empathy, and healing, a natural caretaker energy. It symbolizes a perfect union, integration, and emotional equilibrium. It encourages balancing of material and spiritual wisdoms. It's a connection with home and family and finding someone that will give you all that, will give you that connection. That's exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about Keanu finding his soulmate. Now, you know the interpretation of the cards will change according to the imagery. So we're looking at my cards here, and you see the 10 of Cups. This is the recent past. It shows a romantic couple looking towards the sunset and imagining the future. So I am feeling that because Keanu went to the top of the stairs recently, that's the past, he is able to see his possible future with his soulmate, looking in the Ten of Cups. See how they're looking at the possibility of the sunset there? The 10 cups in the sun. The next card is the near future, what's coming in the future. And this card in my deck is hope of something in the future. You're starting to think, oh, things are starting to come together. You start seeing what you can be in the future. See how he looks in the mirror and he sees himself as an older man, but he's successful. Notice the successful clothes. Keanu is realizing it's not just my career. If I have the woman beside me, I can have this partnership and be successful with her. I can take this Queen of Wands and I can bring her into me, and we can both be unified together and make a new life. This next card is how he sees himself. And this is a really wonderful card. He sees himself as the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny's turning. New cycles are coming up. New opportunities. And just like I told you in that last card, he sees a new future now, a future full of hope that he did not see before. This is not something he would express publicly, but it's something that he would bring into himself internally, and it would be a great blessing to him to be able to have this hope. The new card is the environment card, and it's the Ace of Coins. A new beginning is forming, a new project, a creative doorway, but I believe that it's the new life we talked about that Keanu now realizes is a possibility from going to the top of the stairs. See how she looks up at that coin, which in my tarot deck, the coins all have the tree of life on them. And the tree of life is hope, and it's like a focus on your future. And the tree of life has the top side, which is all of the tree branches and leaves, and it has the roots, which is your subconscious, making the whole person. The next card is the hopes and fears. Keanu is a performer, very much so, an actor. He it's very important to him, and he also performs on stage with his band. So performance is a big part of his life. And so his hope and fear is, change will always change things. By its very nature, change is change, right? So his fear is that when he goes into this new future that he hopes will occur, how is it going to impact him as a person? Will he be able to keep up with her hopes in him? He's going to love this woman, this soulmate, this twin soul, and he wants to make sure he does everything right. He's afraid, man, I don't want to mess this up. I want this woman, now that once I find her and I get her in my life, I want to make it work. I don't want to mess things up. So there's that feeling of insecurity, of hoping that everything will be good, but also being afraid that you'll do something to mess it up. Now, I didn't need to do a new reading, a new card layout, because I trust that these cards, as Nijia laid them out, is right. So the imagery is the only thing that's changing using my deck. The final outcome is the Ace of Swords reversed. So I agree that this means that there's going to be a delay. And so the soulmate will come, but preparation is needed. This card, when it's upright, is, as you can see, it can be quite a headache. But upside down, it's showing, in my view, that there is hope in this situation, and there's just preparation is needed for bringing in the soulmate and having everything fall into place. Nijia drew this clarifier card, the Knight of Swords. And I agree with what she said about it is not just Keanu's doubts that have blocked him. There are others that are pretending to be him, and they are causing confusion. He loves his soulmate, and he fears that they may affect her. But I can tell you that she loves him and cares for him from the bottom of her heart. I'm seeing that intuitively, and there won't be any confusion in her. This card not only tells Keanu, but it is for all of the viewers out there. If you're involved with someone pretending to be Keanu, the true Keanu would never deceive you. The true Keanu, if he says that he will show up to meet you, he won't come up with some last-minute reason why he can't. The true Keanu will be as Keanu would be, honored and honorable. So that concludes my take on what Lori and Nijia said, and also what Julia said. And I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I have a little surprise for you at the end. I have a video that I did a few months back on Keanu, and it includes a song at the end that is about Keanu Reeves. I hope you enjoy that. I leave you with that at the end of this video and wish you the best. Have a great day, and I will talk to you on the next one. Hi, it's Bob Price. In my last video, I talked about Keanu Reeves and the reason why I feel that he's really popular among women. This is a follow-up to that video where I'm going to give you 5 traits that I think are some of the reasons why women like him. And I also like him. I also admire him because of these traits. When I see Keanu Reeves, I see a man where he does things quietly. He's one of those quiet, unspoken heroes. He carries a torch with him that lights the way for others, but he doesn't focus on himself. I have to admire that. I think women admire that too. So here's 5 traits that I think are really admirable in Keanu Reeves. First is humility. He has a quiet power of being strong without the need to dominate others. He gives up his seat, he walks behind others, and he never flaunts his celebrity fame. He's a quiet man. He would prefer to walk behind others and let them take the spotlight instead of trying to grasp forward and taking it himself. He is like the knight that I showed in my other video, who kneels down before women because he views them as being sacred. The next trait is respect without expectation. He treats women with dignity, something that they're missing from many men, not as a transaction, but as something out of respect. He hands off in photos gentle presence in interviews. He doesn't try to dominate or make himself be or look superior. He protects the space of others, not just people. In that space, women feel safe. Next is integrity over image. He does what's right even when no one is watching. He has secret donations that he makes. He has a motorcycle shop that he created for stuntmen just to make it easier for them. And he takes anything that makes him cry, that makes him hurt. Quietly, he doesn't let others know he's hurting. He keeps it within himself, keeping the dignity that he has. He's the hermit with a lantern. He lights the path of others, not trying to be the front runner that's on the stage. He walks alone, not for attention, but because the path matters more than the applause. I respect him for his emotional depth, and I think that women do also. He feels deeply without weaponizing his emotions. He's vulnerable about loss. He has a stillness in the interviews that he has. He's the poet and warrior who bleeds ink, not ego. He doesn't perform pain, he honors it. The last one is loyalty to the invisible. He stays true to his values and is honorable to people and promises that he has given. His word is his bond. He's, because of this, established lifelong friendships and crew that are really happy to work with him and friends. And he's been able to stay out of the gossip line because of his integrity. You've got to respect that. He's the sacred fool who knows the joke but never mocks the soul of other people or makes fun of them. He's not chasing trends, he's keeping promises. I hope you like this video and get something out of it and you enjoy this.
Keanu Reeves is a man who believes in the dream. He is a man of honor. As he walks, his eyes gleam. His quiet way leads for all that he knows. He follows his inner guidelines, and it shows. He's strong, chasing glory, not seeking fame. He's the quiet